everyone, I am Ayushi Verma and I am back with another IELTS video. As we have discussed in last video about IELTS General, IELTS Academic, what is difference between IELTS paper-based and IELTS computer-based exam, and what is IELTS VKVI. Today I have brought some content regarding IELTS reading, some tips and tricks to crack good bands in IELTS reading. Let's first of all have a small overview on IELTS reading. In IELTS General, the reading is different, and in IELTS Academic, the reading is different. In IELTS General, there are 3 sections. Section first has 2 or 3 passages which are regular daily basis. Section 2 has 1 or 2 passages which are work basis. Section 3 has a long paragraph which is a detailed base or analytical or something. In academic, there are 3 sections which have long paragraph. 3 all of are same. They can be analytic, descriptive, or a long comprehension about any theories or anything. They are mostly picked from newspapers, magazines, journals, and books. So I have made some notes for you about reading tips. So just move forward to it and let's see the tips and tricks. So the first tip and trick which I want to share is time management. As we all know, you only get 60 minutes in reading to solve all of the 3 sections, all of the passages in just 60 minutes. If you have joined some IELTS classes or something, they must have told you to complete every passage in 20 minutes. That means each passage 20 minutes. So 60 minutes in total. But I have done some practice and I have come to some conclusions that what you should do first passage in 15 minutes. Then you should give 1 minute time for transferring your answers. Then second passage in 20 minutes. 1 minute time for transferring your answers, and third passage for 22 minutes and 1 minute for transferring your answer. I strongly recommend this practice to all of you because it's very important to write the answers after completing the passages, because you don't get enough time to write it in the end. And secondly, 1 minute is enough for transferring 13 answers. You can check the spellings, you can check whether it's plural or not. So it could be a very good practice and it can save you some marks, so you can score more bands. And you can also do that if you don't know any spelling, you can go back to passage and check whether that spelling is available. As long as the spelling is available, just write it from there. Don't use your own brain if you are bad at spellings like me, because you can lose a mark even your answer is right and if your spelling is wrong. So I strongly recommend to see in the paragraph, if it's mentioned, just write from there. Don't use your own spelling. This was the first tip which I would provide. Moving forward to another, please skim and scan your passage in 1 minute or hardly 2 minutes. Just read it. Don't put your time in learning it. I hope you know the difference between reading and learning. So just read it, just skim and scan, mark the important words, mark the important dates, just as 1999 or 1805 or something, which would be helpful in the end. Mark some historical events, some places or anything. Just do it as quickly as possible. Then the most important thing which I would suggest is, if you are not able to do good in reading, start doing this, that read the questions first. Read the passage questions first and then read your passage. So what happens that if you go through the questions and when you start reading and when that question answers come, so that words come or something related to that comes, you get the quick thought that okay, this is the question and there will be answer somewhere here. So it will like save your time and it will help you to find answer as soon as possible and as easy as possible. I have done this with lot of my students and they are very helpful with this. The persons who were not able to score, now they are good at time management and they could also score some marks because they know how to do it properly. Before, what happened, that they used to read the passage, they used to waste time on reading it, and even after reading it they were not remembering it. So when they come to question, they were forgetting the passage and they had to read it again. So all of the time were wasting and they couldn't be like, they were not able to complete it in 15 minutes. So this is a very good practice. If you are good at reading passages first and then writing the answers, don't change the pattern. But if you are struggling a lot, please change the pattern. Please look for the question first and then look for the answers. And one more thing, even I want to suggest that you have not started any of the components practice, you are new at this and you are going to start, please start reading books first if you have time, because it helps you to remember the stuff or learn or scheme and scan thing. So it would be in a good way. But if you are not a book person, it's okay. Just start practicing that you see the question first and then you see the answers. And please put a timer while doing all the reading. Never do without a timer. In starting, if you take 20 minutes, it's okay. Start practicing and reducing the time. And please put single minute after every question for transferring your answer. That is the best practice you could do. Moving forward to next, I would suggest that please check your spellings. Please don't just write wrong spelling, it would cut your mark, which I have already mentioned. Then I would say read the instructions properly. Okay, here I would like to show you an example. If you could see properly in this, it's mentioned that do the following statement, agree with the information in the given text, true, false and not given. So they are asking you to write true, false and not given. So you can't write T, F and N for it. You have to write TRUE, true. That would be the right answer. If you write just T, it would be wrong. You cannot write yes and no for it. That would be wrong too. So these are like, read the instructions properly. Sometimes, in filling the blanks or complete the following sentence, they have mentioned that write the answers in not more than 3 words or not more than 2 words. So you can't write the answer in 3 words if the question has mentioned that no more than 2 words. If you have write that, even if your answer is right, it would be wrong. It won't be considered. So please read your instructions properly. What are they asking for? Please keep patience while reading it and doing a reading or doing a passage, because it would be very difficult if you don't have patience, and in rush or anxiety you will do it all wrong, which we don't want to do. It's easy if we do a bit practice. It's not that hard, it's not that difficult that anyone couldn't do it. It's just the right practice and right time management which would help you to do it. Now moving forward to the next trick, it's like paraphrasing. Okay, so there are lots of words in the paragraph which are mentioned, which is very hard and you haven't seen it before or heard it before, but the more complex words are there just to confuse you. There would be keywords, they don't use the exact same words, but that would be synonyms. If there are so many difficult words this are in the passage, then they are just to confuse you. There are chances that synonyms can be your answers, but there are no chances that difficult words would be your answer. I'm not saying they are not your answer, but there are a lot of times there are extra words just to confuse you. So always try to find synonyms. Don't go like that this is the hard word or this is the unique word, then this is our answer. No. Go for synonyms. Synonyms are very much present in the passage and that would be your answers. They never use the exact same words. They try to use synonyms to confuse you, to make it more difficult for you and to make it lose your marks. But difficult words are not always the answers. Go for synonyms, try to find out synonyms. You would easily get your answers, and there are chances that there are extra words used and there are same words used. If there are same words in question and answer, that could be your answer. It's not that always synonyms are there, but in major case there are synonyms, in lesser case there are exact the same words which are used. Now my another tip is what people does. See, if I take this passage as an example, here the answer is somewhere between here I've marked that. Okay, so what happens in question, if it is mentioned something related starting time, okay, so start time is written here. So what will people do? People will keep reading this passage again and again, but they won't find an answer, and they would then guess the answer and leave it. I suggest that whenever you get the same keyword in the passage, go for the after line and go for the before line. There are chances that your answers are in after line or before line, not in that particular line. So don't hurry. Whenever you find the same keyword, read after line, before line, match the things, use your logic and find the correct answer. One more tip is that if you are not getting an answer, don't waste time on it. Go for the next. Just mark this question down that it is left, and after completing all the 3 passages, come back to that passage, find the answer for that and give it an extra time. But don't do a thing that if you are stuck here and you don't get time for passage 3. Losing 1 mark for this question is okay rather than losing 5 marks for passage 3 or whatever questions are left because of time. So just if you're not finding the answers, it's okay. Move forward to next one. Okay. Another tip I'm going to share is that in true or false, filling the blanks, complete the sentence, or answer the following questions, any of the things, you will always find the answer in sequence manner. This is my observation, what my student have observed or what I have observed while teaching them, that always answers are in sequence form. So if first answer is in first paragraph and second answer is in third paragraph, then next answer would be in next paragraph or next line. Next line can be also possible, but only after that. It is not possible that it is like first in first, then second in third, and then third in second. No, it's not possible. They would be in sequence. As long as I have practiced or I have seen, they are already in sequence. So if you got first answer here, third answer here, and you are not getting any answer, in case of true or false, that could be not given. So you can write not given and that would be your answer. But in other case, if you are not finding an answer, first one is here, third one is here, then second word is here somewhere in between, there are some synonyms used for that, or you are just missing that answer but it is present somewhere here. So don't look for other paragraphs, just focus on that particular paragraph, you will get the answer. This was your another tip. Now we could also see, don't read the questions, understand the questions. What are the questions asking you to find? Are they asking you to know the actual time, or they asking you for like tentative time? So don't read the question, understand the question, then match it in the paragraph and understand what the question asked and match it with the answer or match it with the paragraph. So it will be easy for you. If you will read, it won't be easy for you. So just understand. Don't understand the passage, that would be okay, but understanding question is important because you want to know an answer for that. Another is most important, as we all are doing reading, it's very difficult for us to do the matching the following headings or matching the information or find the line or place a suitable topic or heading for the particular passage or particular paragraph. So what I suggest, if in section 1 there are questions that true or false, fill in the blanks and match the heading, Do true or false and fill up first, solve it out, then come to match the heading. So how it is going to beneficial you that you have understand the passage after solving true or false and filling the blanks, because you have read it multiple times to find the true or false and filling the blanks. So now you understand the passage, that what that passage is trying to say or convey, and what are you finding, which answer is in which paragraph, which paragraph is saying what. So when you will solve the heading, you will get the answers easily, because by now you already understand the paragraphs or you already understand the passage. So do other question first, then come to paragraph. No, sorry. Do other question first and then do headings. Another tip which I want to give is, when you read a passage, if there are paragraphs, try to give heading to every paragraph, that what that paragraph is saying. See, in this particular passage, in first it is saying write carefully, then follow up instruction. So here it is mentioned wear a helmet, here it is mentioned, okay, but in some paragraphs it is not mentioned. So what you can do, you can write this helmet thing here, make a head point that helmet, this passage contains information regarding helmet, and this passage contains information regarding instruction. So when there is any question regarding helmet, just run towards to this paragraph. You don't have to search where is the details for helmet. You just run to that paragraph. So that would be very easy for you to give a pointer for that particular paragraph, that this paragraph contains this information. If there is a passage which has years in it, so write from this century to this century, or from this year to this year, the information is in this paragraph. From this year to this year, the information is in next paragraph. So it would be very easy that if you get any question between that timeline, just first paragraph. So you don't have to research in every paragraph. It would be very easy for you. So this were some of the tips and tricks for reading which can help you increase your marks. One more important thing I want to share is true or false and yes or no. So the difference between true or false and yes or no, it's like true or false are factual statement which actually suggests the fact. So when are you solving true or false, read the question, what fact it is suggesting, read the same line in paragraph, what the line, are they both saying the same fact, then it's true. If the both are disagreeing, it's false. And if no information given, it's not given. And on other hand, yes or no is an opinion statement. So whenever you get yes or no questions, think it as an opinion. Same thing, go to paragraph and think that line as an opinion. This is a bit logical. It would become more easy if you think like that. If you are having true or false thing, if you think like a fact, it will be more easy for you to answer the question. And for yes or no, it would be opinion. And one more thing, if the question is asked, write true or false, please don't write yes or no. And if it is not given a same in both, but please keep in mind, if it's true or false, write true or false an answer. If it's yes or no, write yes or no answer. Don't do that, you switch the things, because you wouldn't get any marks for that. And if it is true, don't write T, write TRUE. If it is yes, write YES, don't write Y. You won't get marks for that even if your answer is right. So this was one more important thing. And so this is all the things which I have noted down for today's blog, and I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any other questions, just you can write in the comment section below. I would definitely answer all of your questions. I have my IELTS class. You can also enroll for online class, and for that, if you want to have any detail, you can ask in the comment section. I'm coming with more tips and tricks for listening and other components in my next video. Please share, comment, subscribe, and wait for my another video. And please let me know in the comment section that you write it or not. And I need a suggestion from all of you, that should I make more videos regarding this in Hindi or Gujarati. or not. So your opinion is very much helpful to me and it matters a lot to me. So see you in next video.